Okay. EU4 is a fun game, and in some ways it's a little too easy for some people. Now, you've heard of challenging starts like Grenada, surrounded by much more powerful neighbors, wrong culture, wrong religion, if you're the stronger neighbors. Scotland, also similarly, next to powerful neighbors who want your land. You've heard of Theodoro, allyless, wrong culture, wrong religion, very small army, next to people who all want to eat you. All these starts are pretty difficult and have achievements for them. A good content creator by the name of Lemon Cake has thought these starts are too easy. What if instead you were a one province miner surrounded by someone who is huge? Not only that, you start off the game at war with them. The war is titled You Can't Win This, by the way. Not only that, but they have a core on your land. This is Budget Byzantium, a mod created by Lemon Cake to simulate an impossible start. On top of that, you also have a 000 who is immortal, so they won't die, but you can make them a general, so they will die eventually. Now, today we are going to be playing as Budget Byzantium. We are going to be playing to the limits and seeing if this is actually an impossible start. To counteract some of their badness, if you can get through the -12 yearly income and -6 land force limit, that's your starting tradition, you will get military tactics, really strong. Plus 10 discipline. Wait, that's not plus 10 discipline. That's plus 100% discipline. You also get plus 10% morale. That's not plus 10% morale. That's plus 10 flat morale. -20 national unrest. Rebels will still pop, don't worry. Plus 10 land leader siege. And then for our ambition, 20 admin efficiency. If you can actually stay alive and get to those. So let's do the challenge and find out. Round 2. We are playing as Budget Byzantium. We have a 000 immortal, malevolent, baffling buffoon. We are at war with Ming. They have a core on our territory, so they really want to kill us. It's a 111 3-dev province that also has a naval battery. We cannot see any of Ming. We can see Europe, though. And we are trying to be not a vassal and at peace, while also a little cheese strat we cannot do. We cannot just become a tributary. Mighty Lemon Cake has ruled we shall not do that. So instead, we're going to become a vassal, give them 5 ducats, accept peace, start drilling, and we're going to do privileges. We need to go and kill Ming as a 111. Our ideas are a big selling point. We have plus 10 leader siege, -20 national unrest, plus 10 flat army morale, 100% discipline, 1 mil tactic, no cost for reinforcing, nice little bonus, and yearly tax income and land force limit. However, our traditions are -12 yearly tax income and -6 land force limit. Although we do get admin efficiency if we complete everything. Basically, though, we are going to try to beat Ming, and we're going to do that as Budget Byzantium, and we're now their vassals, so let's have some fun doing that. Going to go ahead and do elected monarchy. Going to go and do our estate. Pretty standard stuff. And just giving out the mill privileges and a couple extra things for now. Some of the diet, do the 1 for prestige, and we're going to drill because our force limit is 1. We actually gain professionalism very quickly. And we're going to focus admin, and we're going to let time pass. Go speed 5. And we're also going to try and improve with our overlord. Relations, improve. And because we're in the Western Tech Group, we can actually see everything that's happening in Europe. And let me just try and not get annexed. It didn't. Ooh. So we have a 065. On average, it's pretty good, but I'd actually prefer something more rounded like that. A 50 prestige is a lot. We're going to keep them for now. The reason that might be good is if we do a diplomatic or military idea, we clear it really fast. And that's something we really care about. And as long as we're focusing admin, it shouldn't be too bad. And we're going to go ahead and start spying on Ming. No, we don't want a royal marriage to them. We want our relations to be bad. And now we just wait. So we'll see if it's as impossible the second time. We're just chilling. We're already there. We don't gain prosperity because our ruler is so terrible. Maintain the diplomat. We can get a claim on Wuling, and we're going to do that. And we're slowly revealing more of the surrounding territory. We are just banking points for now and letting time pass. We really want our leader to die. We don't have another general, but we are gaining professionalism at a really solid clip. We're already at 5. We're going to go ahead and seize land. We'll move out of the way first, though, in case we do get rebels. Let Ming, I think, should take care of our rebels for us. We are going to reject their royal marriage, too. At least I hope they take care of our rebels for us. We will take spy network construction. Now, your army professionalism that you gain is relative to the force limit that you have drilling. And since our force limit is 1, we're actually getting a pretty solid pace. Okay, the Renaissance has happened. We need to save points to be able to develop it. Right now it's at 0. We do not gain prosperity because our ruler is so crap. And we actually lose money from selling titles, which is kind of hilarious. And we just wait. Hopefully we don't go into too much debt. Here, we're going to do a little bit of development. So put the edict on, losing money, but not as quickly. That would, doing this would actually cause us to lose money, which is kind of hilarious. Oh, Ming sent us a gift, which is fantastic. It's not as good as our other run where they give us 175, but I'll take it. Our truce has ended. We need to be careful. I am only going to hit the spacebar once I'm sure that I'm not getting a notification about them annexing us. No to that royal marriage. Delete. Could be sending us a gift because they want our relations to be higher because they want to annex us. What is our 25, which is kind of bad. We also want to be spying so that our spy could be discovered so that we have lower relations. Can get a new gov reform. We're going to do we have increased levy? We don't right now. I think we're actually going to go for curtail noble privileges. We gain reform progress really quickly because we only have 1 province and it's for capital. We want our king to... Oh, yes! Wait, that's so lucky. He died. Our 0-0 immortal... Okay, this is the run. This is the run. Woo-wee. Okay, we're going to do it. So we get 1-1-1. Some random guy. Yeah, I think we're going to pick our 0-6-5. We can extend the regency. I think it's okay. We're going to elect our current guy. We'll extend it for the admin points. And then once we actually pick an idea, we can go ahead and switch to this guy. We'll probably do a diplomatic and military policy for that reason, just so that we could fill it out really quickly. Hey, they're doing this to improve our relations. Or, I mean, they are a naive enthusiast. Or did they just die too? I think so. Let's spend some points on stability. Get some prosperity going. We're making money. It's 1459. 1460 now. We're at 51% liberty desire, which is great. We should set our relations with Ming to be upset. They can't annex us as long as we're over 50. Can't get maps. Could we get maps from Kazan? Anyone give us maps? No one would give us maps, unfortunate. So it's 1461. We have a lot of points. We are low on liberty desire with Ming because they just put down our rebel. But we are just going to declare war on them when they try to integrate us. No big deal. I'm going to do a little bit of developing. We're not in a rush for taking these techs at all, especially since we are going to need the Renaissance to get the other ideas. What is going on? Are you at war with someone? Diplomatic insult. We do not want to have good relations with them. We're at 37% towards the Renaissance. No, I missed it. I should have been paying more attention to... okay. Oh, a 4-1-2. Just gain some legitimacy. It's okay. It works out in the end, especially since we're focusing admin. Almost afford an advisor. Burgundy is doing things. Sure. Good luck with that. Ming, please take care of my rebels. Thanks. Keep drilling. Do developing. 21 professionalism is pretty good. Almost at the cap. Oh, we're almost at the cap for both. Do more developing. Do one more push just to get to 30 and start getting that age to large city age bonus. Do another gov reform. I think always go expanded royal court. I feel like, although centralized bureaucracy seems nice, but we're gonna go expanded royal court for more. It's at 15 as a bonus. Don't have the Renaissance yet. We're at 76% in 1469 towards discovery spread. Okay, nice. We learned about this from where we are. Nice. We're at 6 liberty desire, which is kind of crazy. But we're going. Do more developing for admin. Our capital is looking like a nice province now, and we're almost making positive money while drilling. Dev admin. This will put us at Renaissance. Go ahead and embrace the Renaissance in 1471 as budget Byzantium. Cost 1 ducat, sure. Do we want to sell Ming the Renaissance? Give us lots of money. Oh, they have loans, never mind, so we can't. But we're going to seize land. Let Ming take care of that. We are going to do some diplomatic tech, mil tech, and admin tech. And we're going to build a church. because that's going to increase our income by a ton. And we're actually going to hire an advisor. Do we have a good one? We are making most of our money through tax, so we'll do a taxation advisor. And our church temple should help a lot. I should have built that earlier. That's my mistake. And we can turn this off. Okay. Disaster almost struck. Go down to 1 speed. Ming has begun the process for complete annexation of our fair nation. We must fight for our freedom or perish. If we do not, by the end of October... Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Okay, our diplomat has to make it back. They will make it back on the 28th. We will die if we don't declare war on them by the month tick. We need a diplomat. So we're going to go very... Let me make sure I have the thing on for diplomat return. And if you didn't know, if you go to message settings, all sorts of things are covered here. So if you want a diplomat, when your diplomat comes back, you want it to pop up and pause and tell you. That's an option. You just want it to pop up. If you don't want it to be displayed or any other thing, you can pick there. So we need to declare war on them. Oh, okay. At least our leader is going to be really good for filling out ideas pretty quick. But when they get back... Oh, okay. Declare war, because they're going to... Yep. And now what do? We're going to get absolutely wiped. So we could peace out. They want to annex us. What if I gave you money? And war reps? Okay, good. We just need to last until the 29th. Because we don't want them to annex us. Also, though, maybe we can use this attempt to try and get some more coverage. We need the 29th to be able to try and walk to the edge to see someone else over here. Just need to have them not siege us out. I would do this. Maybe a little less. No, they want everything. Because if we're okay to stay their vassal, we just need them to not eat us. Oh, wait. Okay, we can peace out. Let's do it. Okay. We're going to offer them 10% of our income, 85 gold. We're going to stay their vassal, which is okay. We just need them to not eat us. So we're alive. We're good. We could sell titles. I should have devved while we were free, but that's okay. And go back. And now we're at peace. Ming has a truce with us. They can't eat us until 81 next time at the latest. But yeah, and we're okay. I'm gonna tell them to keep spying. We're just going to go ahead and keep building spy networks. Diplomatic tech 6. Although we really need admin. We can keep improving with Ming. Ooh, maybe they'll give it to us. Request it. And we lose prestige. We do gain liberty desire, which is nice. We really want to start getting our ideas. Now the question is, which idea do we take? It's an open question, but now that we've taken it, let's consider. We have 700 points. Might not actually be a bad idea to go something like humanist for idea cost, but it's an admin idea, so we probably don't want to do that. We would do something like... My impulse is diplomatic, just because it's an overall good idea. And I mean, who knows? With these absurd ideas, you don't really need any mill ideas. Could do... This would be really good for tech cost, but again, like admin idea. Think default to... Could do exploration, go find the new world. It's okay. I think we just do diplomatic as an overall good idea that we have a lot of points to fill out and that we can fulfill quickly. We can counter espionage them now. At least have our diplomat doing something. Ooh, half off advisor is really good because we really are starved for money. We can do this. We just want to get this so that we gain our plus 12 tax income. He's well advised, which is nice. Still don't have an heir. I don't know if you just don't get them from elective. Gonna see, move and then seize. Have a 3/2/3 heir and a 6/0/3 consort. We have our first age ability, and I think it's going to have to be aggressive expansion impact. Okay, so this will give us our first idea, which gives us land force limit and yearly tax income. It's just offsetting our tradition, which is still good. Makes us have more money, bumps our income a good amount. And our force limit should be a normal force limit now, which is unfortunate because now we don't have our absurd gain of professionalism. Yeah, it cut it in by a factor of 10. Now we only got 0.1 instead of 0.01 instead of 0.1. But at least we can actually build a force limit. But let's focus on getting our loans paid off first. And we can sell crown land for that and pay off this and go ahead and build a couple more. Now, do we need this if we're not even close yet? I think we might be able to squeeze out 5% more from neighbor bonuses. Our truce. Oh, in a coalition against Ayutthaya. Nice. Wait, they're passively getting it from me, though. Shoot. Hadn't thought of that. Okay, we need to be aware they might attack us soon. Okay. We need to go to war. They're trying to annex us. So they're going to annex us again. Okay. We need to declare war on them. And we can fabricate there. Ooh, we need to get our stability up first. It's okay. It's going to cost us war exhaustion. But we need to not be killed. So defend, attack, go there. They're probably instantly going to wipe us. So offer tribute, suggest, demand our full annexation. We cannot have that. Reps and money, they will take that. So we need to last until the 26th. At least we have an army this time. We just need to get to tactics and ideally discipline. But once we get there, we'll be able to kill them pretty quick. Let's do next idea. Admin, and I'm gonna save our points. We can stay up to date, but it's gonna be a while, so it's okay. We're gonna do that. Run Miltech 6-2. We're gonna peace out. So we peaced out for max money and war reps again, and they were happy with that. We have lots of loans. That's okay. I'm gonna put our maintenance down. Build. Yeah, that's a lot of troops that just came into the area. Whoa! Oh, I thought that was Ming fracturing. Never mind. It looked like I saw North China. It was like, oh my god. They're in a coalition against Ayutthaya. Haven't seen Ayutthaya yet. We can also improve with them. Get our next tier. Maintain balance of power. Ooh, admin tech. This, yes, admin tech costs go down. Yes, that's what we want. Makes this less expensive. And we can repay more loans. Seize land. Almost there. Okay. Have our second idea group, which should let us get at least the mill tactics. For this one, I'd love to go. Actually, we could go an admin one now because we're not going to, although it would be much slower. But it doesn't really make sense to go a mill group if it's only 1 point difference. Yeah, let's go administrative ideas. And admin's actually, I feel like it would be fun to play and have admin and Diplo. I'll start rooting out corruption. Our truce is up in 92. Be aware of that. We can do the next one. Next idea group. Could abdicate and just get a bonus to 3 in the one we care about because we're almost done with the diplomatic ideas. Although it would be really nice to have our consort ruling. Maybe we get rid of them just for that. Hope we die. I'd do that. Yeah, it's a chance, but it's the difference between 0 in admin and 6 in admin. Okay, our truce ended. We need to watch out. Build out diplomatic ideas. We're almost to 100% discipline, and then we literally cannot lose a battle, I don't think. It'd be really nice if our guy died. Okay, admin points. Yes, yes. At least now we can start taking Dip Tech too. And we only need 4 more idea groups. 1 and then 3. Oh, no. Not a 1-1-3. Oh, goodbye. We have the +1 military tactic. So our tactics are really good. Getting 3 more for the discipline will be incredible though. Oh, we need to do that ASAP. If they start integrating us right now, we die. Holy fuck. Please don't be integrating us. If they start integrating us right now, because we don't have the ability to declare war on them, we would just lose. I'm gonna keep at least 80 just for that purpose. Oh, that was nerve-wracking. Did our ruler die? Oh, so we don't even get our consort. Take the 325, honestly. Because 3 in admin is way more than we had. We will make them a general, though. Hey, and we can steal maps now. I shouldn't have fabricated. 2 more until we get 100% discipline in 1501. And we've see Caradel. Hey, want to be our buddy and give us maps? Or someone else to spy on, at least. Oh, anyone here? Okay, we can steal from these guys. And we'll pull back our counter-espionage. Birth of colonialism, good for them. We just want to get independent. Okay, they're right on top of us. No. Maybe this will be the last one. Hold on. Okay, go to 1 speed. Declare. They have very low mandate. 1 idea away. Could we last? Could this be the war? We have way more tactics than they must have. Could get more tactics. But they just have way more troops. I don't even know if we have enough to siege this. Oh, okay. We have way more tactics. We're gonna lose this though. Holy fuck. Ah, yeah, there's no way. Okay, we got stacked wipe. Will you peace out, please? War reps? Okay, we'll give money on war reps. Rebuild our army. We'll come back. This is the last time. That is the last time we will bend the knee to Ming. I don't know why I couldn't steal it from them, but yeah, South China. Okay. Now we have maps. We can see China at last. It's kind of funny that Ming hasn't, they're still, I mean, their mandate's lower, but it's not like absolutely terrible. Okay, and with this, in 1507, December 1st, 1507, we've completed the fifth admin idea, which will give us Roman discipline. We now have 200% discipline. Absolutely insane. Our armies probably could not be beat at all. I don't think we could lose a battle, actually. I don't want to break the truce. Our truce is until 13. I mean, we could break the truce. We just need at least an army, though. Hey, our professionalism is pretty good. We're at 40% in 1510. Age of Reformation. Good, good. Another thing is we are animist. We could try and take these actual animist provinces. That would be true culture. Comet sighted. Nice. Our truce with Ming is over. Let's get this party on the road. We can't lose. Take out a loan for the one cannon. July 12th. Let's make sure we have claims, though. Yeah, we do. Or could use a claim there. It's okay. July 12th, 1513. Budget Byzantium declared their independence. They're allied with someone, please. Let's go. Or I guess we'll wait until the cannon. Okay, a little anticlimactic. But November 1st, 1513. How many years? Let's check. 69, almost 69 years to the day. Hold on, let's make it a little. Okay, November 11th, 1513. 69 years to the day, if I may add. Budget Byzantium declared their independence from the Ming. Let's go. Okay, time for our 100% discipline to show us how it's done. Let's just siege. Oh, wait, these are big armies, though. Wait, are we actually going to lose this? Wait, no, I want to see. Yeah, wait, we're totally losing this. Okay, minor setback. Turns out, yeah, we're still gonna lose this. Oof, okay. I thought 200% discipline would clinch it for sure. Turns out that's not the case, especially when they're high mandate. Okay, we did do more damage, but that's unfortunate. How about we give you money and war reps? Okay, slight setback. Even 200% discipline is not a get out of jail free card. Oh my god. Well, at least we got our truce back. Oh, that's unfortunate. That's a tragedy. Wow, I really thought that would be enough. Take a look at Europe for a second. Pretty good Europe. Castile's sad. France is big. Burgundy is independent. Burgundy's still alive. Austria, Ottomans. Ottomans are killing Muscovy. Nice. And we're over here in the middle of Ming. Really sad that my... Maybe I need to wait until mandate is low, but that seems a bit cheesy for not even being able to get our last idea. Now we need one more for unbeatable morale, but we have to wait till admin tech 10 for that. Our truce is gone now, which is a bit yikes. They have low mandate. They're only at 22. It really sucks having to wait more, though. Oh. 153 with an air of 264. Ugh. I think we'll take the random one. 2-2. Oh. Okay, they're trying to annex us again. Oh, Ming. Let's go. Just wait for... And they got Craven. Nice. Well, we got stack wipe. Let's see if we can offer them peace. They would take it, so we're gonna do it. I guess that means we wait until... Maybe unguarded? No, they're a tribute. Oh, wait, they're not. They should be getting unguarded Nomad Frontier soon. Wait, now they're getting tons of revolts. Ugh. Hey, Ming, why don't you help out my rebels over here? This is bad. I guess they're not gonna help me. Now they're coming. Maybe. Oh. Okay. Bad. I think we lost a lot there. Lower maintenance. And if China collapses on its own, I'm gonna be so sad. We're almost out of manpower. Do this one. Get our next reform. We're going through the reforms super quick. Yeah, this is collapsing. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, there's no way. It kind of sucks that I wasn't the one to do it. They also have 200% discipline. They're gonna, or they're at 51 mandate and rising. Maybe they'll pull out of this. I would be impressed. Only need 33 November, and then it's over in November, basically. Okay, October. Take it. Go. What do we want? Religious. Might be nice. We're converting. Wait, no, I need to do one that I can take immediately. Let's do quantity. And now we have incredible amounts of manpower. Like, there's no way we don't lose now. Our army cannot lose, literally. Here, we need to steal more maps. Okay, China is falling apart. They have good mandate. They might pull out of this, actually. I don't know. What I will say, though, is that we are definitely going to kill them this time. So, 30th of May, 1534, almost 100 years, we declare war again. And let's see how this goes. We have 12.3 morale, 200% discipline, 5 tactics. No way we don't win. We are winning the battle hardcore. We didn't do that much damage, but we did win. And now we're gonna start siege. We're gonna take out a loan because we're gonna go to the Bank of Ming real quick. Ming has 55,000 troops, no manpower, but we have 7 troops and less, or we actually have more manpower in this moment. Okay. Well, I like to think it was us declaring on them. They lost the battle and then decided there was nothing they could do. It's unfortunate. I wanted to be the ones to kill them, but I think we probably could have. 5, 3, 6. Finally, a good air. Oh my god. Siege ticks are pretty quick. Go get this one. Attack these guys. 12.4 morale to 2 morale. And there's only not that many people there. 35-day siege tick. We need to get a border with these guys and start attack. Get on them immediate. So Shu is alive now. I mean, I like to think it was us, Budget Byzantium. They saw Budget Byzantium coming and we're like, no, we can't fight them. We need their capital. Just do a little bit of carpet sieging. Nothing too crazy. Don't know where their army is. There's 10. Still have 67,000 troops running around. Oh, that's a fort. Shoot. Got their capital. Next we can get this one. We should win this. Why is our leader gone? We're winning these battles. Where is our leader? Let's peace out. Okay. Take the provinces. Take max money. Let's do it. We're gonna take these provinces, get a border with all these guys, take as much money as we can, and peace out. It's unfortunate that we did it with the help of Ming falling apart, but if we go up here, well, first pay back all our loans. We had only 100 in loans. And we have a ton. Oh my god. Buy down our inflation. Good luck. We have completed Lemon Cake's impossible challenge. It was, in fact, possible. Now, low-key, I would like to try it again, have it where Ming does not collapse, because when we declared war, they already started the process of collapsing, which made it much easier. Right now, they have a total of 51 troops. We are really well set up to attack Yue and Wu, although it's literally impossible for us to lose a battle. We have 13.8 morale, 200% discipline. Oh, if this video gets 100 likes, I'll do a world conquest, even though it would probably be pretty boring. But for 100 likes, I would do it. And with that, we will click good luck. Did you win? We did, in fact, win Lemon Cake's Impossible Challenge. Thank you very much for watching. If you've watched this far, I humbly ask for your like and subscription if you've enjoyed the content. I also have other EU4 content. I've been blown away by the support. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Thoughts on the challenge. It's really a waiting game in terms of you do a lot of sitting around, which makes it kind of fun because you're not like having to super micro anything. You really the biggest thing that makes this challenge possible is the message setting. When a nation begins to annex us, have it pop up and pause the game. As long as you have a diplomat, you're not at 3 stability, and you have, I mean, you can afford the loans by as long as you dev your province to incredible heights. I think we got super lucky in this run in that our immortal leader died really early. Okay, we might get rid of this and go religion. It's really not an impossible challenge because the AI will always accept your max money and war reps. You can always declare war so that you avoid getting annexed. Which really is kind of the fault of Ming. They really should just annex you when they're already sieging down and have stack wiped you. Yeah. But it was really fun. Thanks so much for making the mod Lemon Cake. Good time. I really enjoy your content. If you're watching this Lemon Cake, I love your content so much. Low-key inspired me to start doing stuff. But yeah, thank you. If you are watching. If you are watching, thank you so much. Yeah, but the world is kind of our oyster. We could consolidate here, just slowly march across, maybe turn into a horde or something. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.